NBA game predictions for December 16th of 2021. There are 4 games tonight. I'll be predicting the spreads and over-unders for the 4 games tonight. I got these spreads from DraftKings, and then I got the over-unders. As of recording, they were not out yet, so this is what I would bet on the over-unders in the games. So for the first game, we have the Pistons at the Pacers. I'm taking Detroit plus 10. The Pacers played last night. They lost to the Bucks. It was a close game up until the fourth quarter. So they should be a little spent, but that's why I didn't take the Pacers minus 10. So Detroit should be able to hang around most of the game. They should still end up losing, but they should be within 10. And then I'll have it over 211. The Pacers should be able to score better on the Pistons than they do the Bucks. So I do expect them to get over 100. Then I do also expect the Pistons to also get over 100 too, as they'll be playing against some tired legs. So over 211. For the Sixers at the Nets, so right now the spread is 0, so I'm just going to choose the Nets to win this game. The Sixers played last night, and the Nets didn't, but Nets really don't have anyone playing for them right now except for Durant and Mills, which honestly that may be enough to beat the Sixers because of how they've been playing of late, not putting away teams that they should have, or just barely winning against teams that they should win by a lot. So hence I'll be leaning towards the Nets to win this game. I'll have over 213.5. I do expect the official spread to come out to be a little higher than 213, but due to the fact that the players that are currently that can play for the Nets and then the Sixers, just how they've been playing, I don't expect this to be a super high scoring game, so I'll be leaning towards 213.5. For the Knicks at the Rockets, I'll have the Knicks minus 6.5. The Rockets played last night. Yeah, they were blown out, so their players weren't played as hard as if they were in a close game, but you still are playing back-to-back nights. And the Knicks should be wanting to gather easy wins while they can, as Houston should be an easier win still, so the Knicks should come out and play the first half real hard to try and build a lead, try and demoralize the Rockets early if I were the Knicks. And I expect crazy good defense from either team, so I'll be leaning towards over 218.5 just because multiple people on the Rockets can get hot if you leave them open. And if you can't contain Randall on the Knicks, he will find the open man, and he'll also score a few baskets himself. Then for the Wizards at the Suns, I have Suns minus 8.5. The Suns probably don't want to keep it close after an overtime game in Portland, and the Wizards played last night at Sacramento. So if I were the Suns, I'd try to get out to an early lead, minimize the amount of time I could have my starters in for the game, and try and just get this game over fast. So I assume they'll do that by slowing the pace down, playing some solid defense in the second half for sure, and hence the score will be under 219.5. Like I assume the Suns will still score probably between like 108 to 112, but keep Washington in the low 100s or in the 90s. And then my results from the spreads and over-unders from yesterday night's game, so I was right on 6 of the 11 spreads that I chose, and over-unders 6 for 11 too, making my total 2 for 22, so kind of a rough day yesterday, but I plan to bounce back for today. And thanks for watching. Comment your present picks in the comments section on players that you think will do great or some spreads that you think will pay out to help others. And once again,